Like, oh, come on!
To be honest, that's the dopest of them all. It is literally the dopest of them all. Like, that's the hardest drug that I've ever taken to make go away.
Yeah. The hardest thing to kick is the addiction to porn.
I just want to rebuke something in the mighty name of Jesus. Cameras on or cameras off, brother. You said that you...
Oh, I see.
We have Matt back in the hot seat, which is great.
Yay.
So we're gonna talk a bit about your story today.
Yeah.
But it is funny. A lot of people they share their testimonies, and then you think of things that where you came from or things you've done wrong. But I realized semi-recently there was a thing that I didn't in the moment think that it was wrong. Until I was looking back. Sometimes you're younger, you don't think about things, right?
Yep.
So it's not even a matter of right and wrong. You just do it.
Yep.
Well, I realized that one time I stole a hot tub, and I didn't think...
Wait, what?
I know,
How do you
right?
steal a hot tub?
And not think it's wrong.
Yeah, how do you...
Big item.
How big?
So I didn't
You
accidentally
can't just
steal
accidentally steal a hot
Was
dog.
it a big box?
No, I didn't accidentally steal the hot tub. I stole the hot tub, not thinking there was anything wrong with it until semi-recently. I was telling the story years later. I'm telling the story, and as I'm saying it, I'm like, dude, I stole a hot tub. That's not.
But how?
How do you steal a hot tub?
I know. So listen. So
Did he have a dolly or something? Drag it along?
So my friend, the one time he comes, he's like, "Yo, bro," he's like, "I need some help. There's this house. There's a house. They're like, I don't think anyone lives in there. It's like abandoned or something."
Story.
And he's like, there's like a hot tub out there, and no one uses it. There's no one that lives at the house. So we should get the hot tub. And I'm like, that's a great idea. Let's get someone. We're gonna need help. Like the two of us can't carry this.
Stinky fingers.
So we grabbed a bunch of our friends who also didn't think there was anything wrong with it. Apparently,
You need new friends.
we grabbed we were missionaries at the time too. This was we were in ministry.
That's even better.
Well, because listen, when you're a missionary, you're like, I have no money, so free thing. You don't normally think about it. Like if somebody says, "Oh, it's free," you say, "Yeah."
All right, bet, let's go. Come on.
Hot tub? Bro, come on. I don't care how gross it is.
Time to
I don't care about the
relax.
stuff that's floating around in there. So listen, we get some of our friends. He's like, well, it's on the top deck, so we're gonna probably need a saw. And if someone has a truck, so our friend gets a truck, we got two 2x4s and put them in the back. We go to this house. We're like, yeah, nobody lives here. Yeah. And so we pull up. So this is there's a deck on their second level, right? So we get the saw. And we just chop down the railing. Oh, man. And we put the two 2x4s going from the top deck down into the truck. We had a little ramp. Dude, we just unplugged the thing. It took all day. Yeah. And we slid it down these 2x4s. It's the most sketchy thing ever. We basically dropped it.
It was in a neighborhood. How did no one?
So it's Texas. You live in Texas, right? So some neighborhoods are like, my neighbor's a mile away.
Yeah.
Right? So you're...
Right, close and personal.
Right, so they're either really close and personal, but in Texas, a lot of stuff spread out. So from what I remember, there weren't really places. Maybe people were watching us the whole time. I don't know.
Maybe they thought y'all were hired to do it.
Because why would anyone show up and do this? But when they saw the saw, they probably were thinking, nope, not professionals. It's just, But so we literally slid this thing down these 2x4s. It was the most sketchy thing. I don't know how no one died. We bring it to his house. We're so excited. We're like, dude, tonight we're sitting in a free hot tub, and it's going to be amazing. And it didn't work because I think we broke it. But all that to say, in my mind, the funny part of the story is that we went through all of this work, and the hot tub didn't work. But as I was telling this as an adult, not as an 18-year-old kid, I say kid because it helps me feel less bad about the fact that I was an adult and a missionary. But I'm like, wait a minute. I'm telling this. I'm like, I don't know if I should be telling this story. We stole a hot tub, bro.
Yeah.
But there's the things that you do when you're young and not thinking. That's not part of my testimony because I didn't feel bad about it.
That's a great part.
Wow.
Does that count as
a spirit of thievery? All up in you.
I got one thing. Before I share everything, I gotta say something. Okay.
Oh boy.
So me and my wife, we went to Lowe's, right? And we decided we want to start a garden in the front of our house. Oh, sorry, last week. Okay. We wanted to build a garden. And so we went to Lowe's.
You said build a garden inside of your house?
No, outside the house.
Oh, outside the house.
Yeah,
Okay, sorry.
outside the house. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I stole a hot tub. Maybe
build a garden. Not grow it, but build it.
Build a garden with, everything that you need. So
with
we went to Lowe's. We got all our flowers and stuff. And some of those flowers, we got tulips because we love tulips. Who doesn't like tulips? And so we got everything. We went back to the house. We took everything out. And she randomly asked me, hey, did you grab those tulips? I'm like, yeah, babe, I grabbed the tulips. And she like turns around, looks at me. I said, yeah, I got 2 lips. I got 1, 2. I got 2 lips.
Richard's so
Bro.
bad. He tried,
Bro, come on. Give me one.
he tried so hard.
Dude, come on.
The whole build up. That's why every time when Richard's telling a story, I think it's about to be a dad joke. I did not expect that from you, bro.
I didn't either.
I'm trying to be better
2
like
lips.
you.
Yes.
No, I said I didn't expect it.
Two-
Oh, you didn't
I
expect
got the
yeah.
joke.
Oh, I thought you said I didn't get it. I can't hear today, apparently.
Okay, that was bad.
Stay in your lane. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, we're praying a baby in for these guys
Yeah.
in this
Hey, man.
this
Yeah.
next year. Meaning, we need to start
Yeah.
training him up in dad ways,
Yeah.
bro. So you can't be
Yeah.
that hard on him. He's
You don't
learning.
have to be a
I
dad
didn't-
to do dad jokes. You just got to be good at them. And that was just delivery was trash. I'm just gonna say it was trash.
I could have made it
Delivery
better.
was trash.
I could have made it better.
Work on that
when
delivery.
you try a magic trick, for the first time, I'm gonna remember this moment.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
see how your delivery is.
Then I'm gonna say it was
Grade A.
horrible.
Wow.
Trash.
It's gonna
Don't
be
do
like
it again.
Justin to who?
All right, listen. So it's fun because sometimes I go through my magic tricks and stuff.
Yeah.
And I have some of the stuff from when I was a kid, right? Like when you first start doing magic, a lot of the magic props are very magician-y, right? Like right now, when I do magic now, and I know a lot of times here in this room, I do stuff with cards, but I don't even do a lot of card magic in my actual shows and in my performances because I like to do stuff that doesn't feel magician-y. But Giant Box, I did bring some of this stuff. So when I first started doing magic, I just want to show you some of the old school magic props. These are the magic props that me no longer uses. Me no longer uses. These are props me no longer uses.
Me no.
So like this, look, right? A little tube with some sparkly stuff,
Wow.
some scars,
Yeah.
because you can't have enough weird scars and things. That's what I'm saying. This is what like
Women's
rope,
underwear.
right? This is the kind of what did you say?
Women's underwear.
I told you.
Women's underwear.
What? You got a box with somebody else's drawers in there. You just nasty.
Do my laundry.
This one's good. I have an ear. I don't even know, I don't even know what the ear's for.
Matt
These-
needs that ear so he can listen better.
Squeeze it, bro.
Wait, what?
Here.
Hold on. Let me see your other hand, bro. No, out of the box. Out of the box.
Ah,
Out of the box. It's in there, bro.
Richard just now figured.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm like, it's out of.
I didn't see it. I was like, oh yeah, the box.
Yeah, I'm like, it's in
That's
the box.
But actually, oh my gosh, these are cool though, because this is, I don't know if you've ever seen with the squishy balls. You can do this. Here, I'll do it on here. And like this, look, it turned into 2.
Oh my goodness, you dork. Bruh, okay, man.
What?
Your face.
Here, wait, here, take this, take this.
Up, man.
Hold it in your hand. Watch this.
Yeah.
Hold it in your fist.
Yeah.
Check this out. Watch, bro. Like this. Fist bump me. Bam. Look. Open it up. They switched places. This is the one that was in my hand. That's crazy, right? Look, we'll do this. I'll take this one. Take this one. Squeeze it in your hand.
Yeah,
Watch. Now
yeah.
fist bump this time. Watch this. Watch this. Ready? Do like this. Open up my hand. Now mine's gone. Oh, he got 2, bro.
That's dope. Hey, yay!
Yay.
That was dope.
We got,
Do it
and
again.
This
If you
was
wanted
fun.
to perform at your daughter's next birthday, you will.
But for real though, I do.
Like, what is this? This looks like somebody stole the offering.
That's what I'm talking about. That looked like
Yeah.
a Crown Royal bag.
But
Like,
I want to
but
try
black.
something with.
Are you doing a trick now?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a trick. Wait, we should do a new challenge. We should do a challenge, and I
Yeah.
have to use one of these.
Wait, I have a challenge.
Okay.
I brought this from the game, our game we love, the poetry for the
you
end.
just
Oh my.
randomly pull out a club. Like, I'm
She's been waiting for this moment. She's like, I have a challenge. When it is open to me to pick the challenge.
Well, in the game, you have to say everything with one syllable.
One syllable. And if
So
you
I
don't,
thought
you
that
get
was
hit.
funny.
That's fine.
I have to say,
Yeah.
I have to do a trick and only can use one syllable
Yeah.
words.
Can I hit him?
Yeah.
He's like,
Nah, I
"Give
got
me
Matt, no,
from
it's
there."
for Matt.
Okay.
I'll let
Oh,
Matt have it.
all right, bet.
All right.
I was gonna.
Ow! I didn't even do a thing yet.
Boom! He said didn't hit him.
Wait, we didn't start yet. I
didn't hit him
Oh,
again.
didn't. It's 2.
He
Okay.
did it again.
Let's grab. Wait, I need another thing. Let's do this.
Needed.
How is?
Sorry, bro.
Did we start?
Are you good?
We start now. Only.
Oh, boom!
Oh man, come on.
Oh, no, come on.
One sound word for this trick. Start now. No hit. Wrong time.
You sound like Mr. Miyagi.
Matt.
See.
I need thing from you.
Thing.
Bag. No thing in it. Give me thing. Sock. Give me sock. A sock. I can say give me a sock.
Yes.
Ooh, be careful.
Hey, don't smell these, dog.
Ew.
I give.
Okay. What's between nasty? Oh no, that's 2 syllables.
Nasty.
How hard is sock to get off? Okay. Wet sock. You.
Laser.
Give me word.
Ham.
Wife. Take
Ham.
right ham on that sock. That fine there. That's fine there.
My foot's cold.
Ham on sock.
Ham on sock. This is weird.
There's gonna be a ham that shows up in that sock.
Yep. I agree with that. This is fun.
Not for me.
You're doing pretty good.
Ham.
Ham. I place ham. I place ham. I place sock in bag. Sock in bag.
Sock and bag.
Take scissors.
Oh, hit him! Bing.
Take cut things. Place cut things in bag. Cut things, cut sock. Into piece.
It's
Say shears.
Shears, cut
Cheers.
sock.
Like a country for real.
Done.
Cheers.
Grab. Cut
hard
thing.
to-
Shears. Grab piece of cut sock.
For real,
Hold
got
on.
pieces of sock in there.
bro. What? What is going on?
Bag now.
Empty.
Thank you. Can't say that word. Sock gone. No sock.
You be doing that stuff.
Listen. Take hand out.
Listen, hit him. He said, listen.
Back. Oh, come on. Look back on foot.
Bro.
I was like, man, I'm over there
You
standing at
returned
your
that.
feet too. I'm like,
Check pants.
bro, you play too. He said kidding. He said kidding. Hey, man.
Take shears. Cut bat.
Wait.
Are you sure?
Yes. Tear open.
Open. Hit him. Hit him real quick.
Oh, come with the deflated. Oh,
Deflated. Hit him again.
this was bad idea.
Idea. Hit him again.
No, I can't, dude. It's deflated, bro.
Now it's floppy.
Don't
You
tell me
have
my
gotta be
sock
jo-
is in here, dog. Don't tell me my sock. Hold up.
What?
Oh my god.
So we just going through people's clothes today. That's what this is.
Babe, can I have some water, please?
I mess up your sock. Trick done. Now I can talk normal again.
Bro, how'd you...
Pretty.
That don't make no sense, man. It was inflatable, and it was already inflated.
Babe, can I put this button?
I bet you got a bunch of random, like a sock here with the word ham written
The bat
on it,
is
somebody's
filled with
drawers,
socks with all
somebody's
different words.
pants. Like, yeah, dude, you dope, bro.
I just like that in this I got slapped with a deflated bat.
With a sock in it,
So
obviously.
how are we gonna play that game now with no bat?
I buy new bat
I buy
on
new bag.
Amazon, which I can say because now
We're done.
we're done. Yeah.
That was
We're
pretty
done.
cool. That was dope.
I got ham on my toes.
His ham on his foot.
Ham.
Please walk around somewhere without your shoes on and just let people ask why ham is in.
hilarious.
And you'd be like, no, listen, it's a thing. It was inside a bat.
They're gonna be like, what?
So I'm stoked. So you guys know Matt, and knows Matt.
I'd hope so.
I hope my
Well,
own wife knows me.
Yeah. Hey, you don't know, bro. You don't know.
Yeah, you right.
I mean, I'm not saying for you guys. I'm saying in some marriages,
They
some
don't
people
know.
do not know
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
their spouse.
Yeah.
Like my grandma told us yesterday that she was like, she married my grandpa and didn't know his name.
What?
Like beforehand?
Wait, she told you this?
Like arranged
Yeah.
marriage?
What?
No. I don't know. She did it to be, I don't know. I don't know. She
Like
just
she thought
told
it was hilarious. She's like, "We're gonna get married, but never tell me your name."
No, it was just she did it so fast to like get revenge against someone or something. I don't know. And so she didn't know his name, so they got married and found out his name like after.
Well,
That's just so great.
That's a dope story.
I'm getting married for revenge on someone else,
Yeah.
and I'm so stuck on that person that I'm not even taking into account the name of the person
Yes.
that I'm
Yeah.
married, getting revenge with.
Yeah.
Who's the guy that said yes? We're like, you would get married, revenge. He's like, all right.
You said that like you were playing the poetry for Neanderthals.
I know,
Me
right?
get marry you. Me marry you now, not no name.
You.
Mary.
Oh, Mary, come on. This is why I lose this game.
This real quick.
But I think it's cool. So Matt has a fun and wild testimony. So we
Yeah.
could talk about a bit.
Yeah.
Go.
It's gonna be a.
It's just like right now.
It's gonna be a long bit, and she don't like it when I talk a lot, because I do,
He did-
especially if it's something important. Well, I guess it doesn't have to be important, but this is.
She's like, hold on. Are we opening up marriage stuff? Maybe we should put Anna here in this seat. You guys can work this out right now.
Let's hash it out.
Okay, and go.
Jibber jabber.
Ah, she mad.
I
Look
love
at her.
you.
Hey, zoom in on her face. She mad. Look.
Put
You're
that
making me
emoji there.
But no, so you grew up in Texas, which is also where I stole the hot tub from, by the way.
And I've been hopping from state to state to state to state for a while.
Because
Just
military work.
Well, so first, my dad, he's in the business of dermatology, and he's high up there, and he would just go from one job to another, but it's a better opportunity each time he goes, so
Gotcha.
but being in a different state. So we went from Colorado to Dallas, so that's when we first moved down there, and then he got another opportunity in Salt Lake, so they went to Salt Lake. I decided to go drive back to Colorado, live over there with my friends for a
Gotcha.
little
So on
bit.
your own.
On my own.
So some
yeah.
of the moving was
Was
because
on
your
his
dad,
own.
some you were like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like moving
So
now.
I went on my own back to Colorado. My parents went to Salt Lake because we also do have family there. And then I heard that they went to Salt Lake. So I'm like, hey, let's get up and let's go to Salt Lake with
Yeah.
them. So I went to go live in Utah with them for a little bit too. And then my dad got another job opportunity in Memphis. So
Goodness.
we went all the way to Memphis.
Dermatology, bro.
Yeah.
That's gracious.
Wait, that's
So-
skin, right?
Moving in school.
Skin stuff just takes you everywhere, though. I did not know this.
Yeah, we went to Tennessee. I went to go move to Vegas for a little bit.
Gotcha.
I'm literally just doing my
being
own thing.
rebellious.
Yeah, I'm being rebellious. Like
Yeah.
I'm at an age. I have no like. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have you
Yeah.
know. I don't have.
And your
no
friends are like, why you keep
responsibilities."
moving? Military kid? And you're like, no, dermatology.
Yeah. So yeah, yeah.
Now we're in Branson.
So
Yeah, Branson.
It's been a whole.
And so you're saying you're just going to move again. Is this what you're telling
we-
us? You're
Maybe.
preparing us
we,
for...
we have no idea.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing about life. Like you don't know
Yeah.
what's in store.
Yeah,
for
we
you.
never know where we're going to be.
Whatever God has planned for you, like then He has planned for you. So you just got to go.
Yeah.
So we're not prepared.
Yeah, yeah.
You're never going to be prepared for what, God has in store for you ever.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
Yeah, I heard someone just said, actually I was at an event and Dallas Jenkins, who he created The Chosen, he said that the guy who created Veggie Tales said to him, essentially the guy was like, where are you going to be in 5 years? Like, what's your plan? And he was like, man, it's none of my business where I'm going to be in
Yeah.
5 years, right? Like whatever
Yeah.
God wants to do, wherever he's going to take me, it's none of my business, which I
Yeah.
think is cool because it relieves that thing of, I need to have life figured
Yeah,
out. It's like, I'm following Jesus
Yeah.
and maybe it's going to look safe, but chances are
Probably
And
not.
speaking of
We're just
Veggie
gonna be
Tales,
moving.
Matt was a Veggie Tale character for Halloween.
I was a tomato when I was like 3. I had that tomato costume
Yeah.
from Veggie Tales. Yeah, bro.
Nice,
That
bro.
was adorable. Let me tell you.
That was adorable.
Yeah.
One time
But-
for Christmas, for Christmas. One time for Halloween when my
Yeah.
parents got saved, they were like, we don't celebrate Halloween anymore because it's Satan's birthday. So we stopped. And then the next year they were like, oh, that's too legalistic. We're not legalistic anymore. We're still going to still celebrate Halloween. Then next year they were like, oh, we messed up. We shouldn't have celebrated Halloween. But you can
gosh.
dress up this year only if you're a Bible character. And then the next year they
Bible
were like,
man.
my mom was like, I made a costume for you. It's a Christian costume. And
Yeah.
the one year for Halloween, our little church family, once my parents got saved, me and my sister dressed up as the Beatitudes. She made us bee costumes, and the yellow stripes had scriptures on them.
Yeah.
Bruh, I went from like, I'm Dracula to I'm the Beatitudes.
You imagine?
Hey.
I
have friends.
I'm dressing up as Rahab.
Some
That'd be
girl
messed
like that
up.
in churches, they show up, they're like, I'm Bathsheba. I'm like, your parents need a different costume. This is.
Sheba.
Anyway, sorry, derailed. No, that was your fault. You said that. I almost took ownership for your mistake. I'm not doing
Sorry, you said VeggieTales. It made me think of VeggieTales.
That was my childhood. Anyway, when I got older, like I just didn't care. And I'm a super car head. I love modifying cars. I love anything and everything cars. Like
Yeah.
I love to do everything.
I
And
have a
so,
minivan and a Prius.
you know,
I love cars.
You have a lunch.
I have a
spot.
minivan.
It's reliable though. Like,
It is, and all of you guys
that's
can
the
fit in
thing.
there at once.
We got the minivan.
Clown car.
Love him.
Clown car.
Also, baby, in the next year, I'm saying it's not too
Yeah.
far off. Just
Yeah.
saying, you know, be a van soon.
I know that.
I will cram my kid in the trunk.
But with all these choices come consequences. If I have extra money off to the side, whatever, cool. I'm gonna get this for because I can.
Yeah, but you're getting it. But in this time, you're like addicted
Yeah.
to bad spending.
Yeah. And so there's multiple times where I should have been homeless. I shouldn't have nowhere to stay. I was very scared to even say anything to anyone, even my friends, my parents. I just don't like to talk about it. I
Yeah.
just feel like I've messed up so fast. Like I'm not going to be accepted anywhere. You know what I mean?
And do you feel like your identity was in just having this stuff, or did you just want, or you just weren't thinking at all? Like,
I just
was there-
wasn't thinking
Was
at
there a
all.
part of you like, oh, if I have a cool car, now I'm more likable?
It was for me when I was growing up. I mean, me growing up, I grew up in a Christian household. I went to church every single day. Like I had to go. Well, I didn't have to go, but I went. But me going, I wasn't a Christian. If that make like I was going to church, but I wasn't.
going through
I was just going to
motions.
church.
Yeah.
I was just going to church to go to church. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
going to church saying to myself, yeah, I'm a Christian. I'm going to do all this so much better. And when I walk out of church, I'm going to be this new man from here on out. No, I just went to church just to go to church.
Yeah, which I think is a lot of
And-
people. You're
yeah,
just
it's a lot of
going,
people.
you're showing up, you're going through motions while simultaneously having this love for the world.
Yep.
That's like, I just want my stuff
Yep.
at any cost. And it's
Yep.
crazy because you're going into a church place where they're showing you the love
Yeah.
of Jesus. They're telling you these stories, but then you're walking out and you're like, the thing that I want to risk everything for
Yeah.
is stuff, worldly
Yeah.
stuff, right?
Yeah.
And the Bible is full of
Yeah.
these stories.
I
But there's a
think
lot
he
of
was more
churches.
so doing it to just like because his parents were so involved in it, and it was like, oh, like let me like show myself that I'm like going with my parents.
And like throughout elementary school, preschool, elementary school, and part of middle school, I never cussed a day in my life. I never did anything. I had the right people around me. I didn't know anything. I had no knowledge on any bad stuff. Like if
Yeah.
I'm being honest, like I had a group of friends that would tell me like this and that, and I would have no idea. Like it would go over my
Yeah.
head because I'm like, I really don't know. I just don't know. And so I was a good kid for a while. And then I kind of got into 7th grade, 8th grade is where I started getting relentless. And like, I'm a kid, I don't care. And I put myself in a group of people to where like, oh, like they say this is a lot of fun. Let's go do this. Let's go smoke weed. Let's go have a cigarette. Let's go steal. All that kind of
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
started slowly compiling in my life.
Yeah.
And I thought then, cool, like I'm part of the cool people. Like now let's go do everything in the
Yeah.
book and nothing else matters. And that's literally where it started. And at the time, I couldn't smoke anything because I got asthma and my lungs actually a lot worse.
Like,
than
thank God for the asthma, bro.
yeah.
Yes.
Protected you.
My lungs are a lot
Literally.
worse than a lot of people that have asthma because I know people who have asthma and they smoke every single day and I have no idea
Yeah.
how. But I can't because if I do with them, I'm just say goodbye.
Yeah,
Literally,
yeah.
that type of situation.
So you're at a point where you're like, my friends are doing this, I'm
Yeah.
starting to do this, but I can't because
Yeah.
my lungs are broken.
But
But
like
he
in my
did.
head, I'm like, I want to do it so bad because everyone's doing it. I gotta fit in. I gotta do something about it, And so going in, I think it was freshman year, I would always after school go to my friend's house, my good friend, and I would go to the basement and they'd be smoking and everything. And I asked them if I could like smoke with them as well. And I lit up a cigarette and I inhaled and I didn't feel a thing. I didn't feel nothing. Usually when smoke goes in my lungs, you can tell when it hits your lungs, it hurts. It's
Yeah.
a pain. and I didn't feel a thing. And so I'm like, oh, dude, guys, like I can start smoking, man. Like I'm all in. And so that moment on, I was just going off on cigarettes and weed. That was my main thing. So I was just nonstop. And so almost after every single class, me and my friend would go smoke weed. And so it got to that point to where like that was the only thing that got me through like class. And it was just I at that point I didn't have any like thoughts of regret ever for the longest time. And so like freshman and sophomore, I was relentless. I would pop pills in school with my friends too, because they would just randomly bring just drugs. Yeah. And I would pop them with them. Sometimes my parents, more so my mom, would try to call me like if I'm at my friend's house or whatever, and I would just ignore my phone. Like I don't want y'all to know where I'm at, what I'm doing. So I'm just like I'm ignoring everything that comes to my phone. And one night it was very bad. We were like in my friend's basement, like we were smoking weed and everything. And after that, my stomach felt upset. So I'm like, oh shoot, like I'm gonna go throw up. So I went to that little window that's in the basement, that cellar, but I don't throw up. Instead, I pass out, I black out, and I'm going face first. My face slides against their wall, and I slam on the ground face first, and I'm out. I'm blacked out. I don't know if I died for a little bit, which I feel like I did. My friends were telling me when I woke up that they were punching me, hitting me, nothing. And so I woke up, I had a black eye, I had a lot of bruising on me and stuff, and I was shaking. Like, I was just super shaking. I was telling my friends, dude, like, yo, you got to call the ambulance, bro. Like, I just don't feel it. Like, no, we can't have any of that. And my mom's trying to call me, and I'm just not answering. But my good friend at the time, who lives right across the street, know that I'm over there, and my mom called them, and they knew where I was at, and they come over and get me. And my mom, and of course, takes me home. And this is at nighttime. So my mom is I love my mom to death, but she is super oblivious. She did not smell or say anything about nothing.
Yeah.
And so she did not know at all.
Yeah, wow.
And so get home, go to bed, wake up the next day. My dad walks in. He's like, hey, like, how'd you get a black eye? I literally lied, and I said we're playing hide and go seek or tag, one or the other, and it was dark inside the house.
Sophomore year high school, is like I still play hide and seek with mom and dad. That's what I do with my friends.
So, and I told him
that's the worst excuse I've ever heard.
That or tag, whatever, one of the others. I said.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but I told him it was dark in their house, and the door was shut. I didn't see the door, bro, and I smacked the door, and that's how I got the black eye. And I know my dad's smart, bro. Like, he knew everything that I've done. He just never, I don't think at the time, like, he cared. Like, and so I lived a long life of just being rebellious, and I just don't care. So,
was there something that like caused that, like that you just didn't care?
Well, I think the main cause of everything is friends, the group that I surrounded myself with.
Yeah.
And so, whatever they did, I felt was right.
That's so scary. You think about, even as adults, that's still a thing, right?
Yeah.
The people you surround yourself with, the value systems that they have, that will become your value system.
There's a quote that says, show me your 5 friends, I'll show you your future.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
just like, it's so real.
Yeah, so I had that went for a while, but then junior year I kind of stopped everything and it was easy. It was easy for me to quit weed. It was easy for me to quit cigarettes because I just told myself that I just don't need the suffering. I don't need the pain. I don't want to risk myself dying because of something so stupid. We kind of go back a little bit to freshman year is when I got introduced to EDM, like EDM music and like gloving and stuff. And so I always asked my friend who did it what it was, and that's how it kind of got into that thing of I love this kind of music, I love this kind of art that he's doing. So that's when it started for me. And after high school, I really got going into festivals like raves and all this kind of stuff, and I would go to these raves and stuff, and I would pop pills. I would do acid. I would do shrooms. I would do, you name it, I would do it there, because if there's certain visuals going on up on stage and whatever you're taking, you're going to be looking directly in front of you. It looks like it's coming at you. So it makes the whole experience that much better. You know what I mean? And so in the moment, it's amazing, but like coming off of it, you feel like crap. So it's like, dude, and then the next day, you don't remember anything.
Yeah.
I did that for a while, and it was just kind of ongoing. And I then taught myself, I just don't need it. I would go to shows with my friends. My friends would do it. I would actually be the designated driver because they know I don't do anything. And so I just taught myself, okay, I don't need drugs to have a good time. Because if I do drugs, I'm not going to remember anything that happened the night before. Yeah. So that kind of got myself cleared out from all of that and out of my system. And it's been really good. But there's always been something else. I don't really talk to anyone about what's going on. I'm very distant from my parents. I would always distance myself in my room. I don't want to be around them. I'm going to do my own thing. And when it's dinner time, whatever, cool, I'll go get food. Like, I don't like to have those deep conversations. God, I just don't want to feel like I'm going to be the joke in the room, you know, because me and my sister growing up, my sister was the 4.0 student. She was an AP, honors, all of that. She was a smart one in the group, and then there was me. Like, I'm getting like 2.3, 2.5 GPA, whatever, barely passing by school. I didn't give a crap about school. So I would always compare like me and my sister all the time. And like, I'm not worthy of anything, and she's worthy of all the things because she just got it all, and I don't got anything, you know? Yeah. And so I just wasn't in the right headspace like for the longest time, and I guess I never have been. And so I always had thoughts of, you know, pornography, lust,
just looking for some way to connect, some way to matter, some way to feel, you know, something.
If I want to feel a certain type of way and I can't get that or have that or whatever, I'm gonna do it my own way, and that was through pornography. That, to be honest, that's the dopest of them all. It is literally the dopest of them all. Like, that's the hardest drug that I've ever taken to make go away.
Yeah. The hardest thing to kick is the addiction to porn. And it's so accessible now, right? Which is what's even more scary. Yeah. And the destructiveness that comes. I mean, there's ministries ruined because of this. There's families ruined because of this. There's actually an organization called Fight the New Drug, which I love. And it goes into like a lot of the psychology behind what happens when people are involved in pornography and the addiction that brings, and the destructive nature of what that even does to your relationships and your ability to relate with people. Yeah. And I think it's funny because this is a thing that a lot of people don't want to talk about, but it's something that people need to be educated on because it feels so innocent and easy and accessible, and you don't realize literally the damage it's doing to your brain, to your relationships. It is an addiction. Addictions are obviously destructive. Yeah.
Once you do it once, it's replaying in your mind. That's constantly of just so many lustful things. And that's what's been happening to me for a while. And that's the time when I'm single, like, I don't think about it. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm single. I don't got nothing to worry about. Like, I don't got a girlfriend. Like, she don't got to worry about it. Nothing. It's just me, myself, and I.
And I think the biggest illusion is, I think a lot of people think, okay, once I get married, then I'll just stop doing this, and marriage will replace it. And unfortunately, it doesn't work that way, bro. Because like you said, those things replay in your head. You're building patterns. It becomes an addiction. And again, people just think, oh, it's just to satisfy this thing. Once there's a replacement for it, it's just not how it works.
And then you think to yourself, what am I doing? Like, why am I doing this? Like, and I say to myself every single time, but I still keep going. I keep doing it. And it makes no sense. You know?
I mean, it's like, and this is literally a thing the Bible talks about, right? That says, like, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. The things that we know are to be right. And what's crazy is what you're touching on is, like, all through your life, you've started creating bad patterns, starting with bad friends, starting with bad influences, starting with bad value systems, starting with bad structures of not talking to your parents, not opening up about this stuff, not finding help from this, convincing yourself, well, this is okay, I'm single. And it is wild how many people have this same story of spiraling out of control because everyone thinks that they're the exception to the rule, right? I'm exempt, I'm gonna do this now because it's fun, and then it's gonna be easy to stop later. Like, I'm gonna get to a point where once I'm ready to be done, I'll just be done. But when you create patterns and you create habits, You are informing your mind that when I want something, I give it to myself,
Yeah.
right? Whether it's a drug, whether it's a high, whether it's food,
Yeah.
right? Like when I want something, I will give it to myself.
Yeah.
And this is one of the greatest distractions from a healthy lifestyle,
Yeah.
right? From
Yeah.
a selfless lifestyle, from
Yeah.
a servant-hearted lifestyle.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, man, it's funny just as you're saying this, I'm just thinking of so many things in my own life, and probably, I think anyone could relate
Yeah.
of this.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
think that's the importance of building healthy habits.
Yeah.
They are not easy to break
No.
no matter what you tell
No.
yourself.
Yeah, it's like a spiraling effect that just goes downward. And like
Yeah.
I've been reading the book like through a woman's perspective at a guy, and it's crazy how we spiral so much downward. Like it just doesn't stop, and you want to spiral upward because
Yeah.
you want to get yourself better. You don't want to go down, because if you're going down, then it just gets worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
But like ever since like I got in a relationship with with my wife, and I never thought like I would ever like think about anything like doing anything again, and it would be cross my name though. Like I got a girlfriend now. Like I'm content, like I'm good, cool. Like I don't need porn anymore. But it doesn't go away that easy. It's
Yeah.
still in the back, still in the back of my mind.
Right. Because
And-
again, you've trained yourself that when I want something, I will give it to myself.
Yeah,
Again,
yeah.
drugs, food,
Yeah.
porn, any of this stuff.
But I think even
Yeah.
spiritually, like
Yeah.
once you go there, you're opening a door to lust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like that can't be satisfied. You
Nah.
actually can't satisfy lust. And that's how you get to like deeper and deeper, even perversions. Like
Yeah.
that's how you get to that point because you can't satisfy it. And I feel for people struggling with that because I know that's so deep. I mean, but I didn't even know that I was like, was dealing with the spirit of lust like my whole life, until I got set free from it, like
Yeah.
completely
Yeah,
set
amen.
free. I mean, deliverance from a spirit of lust
Yeah.
and have had zero temptations,
Yeah.
nothing
Yeah.
since. And I think it has to get to that place
Yeah.
of like, but
Yeah.
that can be dealt with.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
and-
everything
yeah.
that we approach, I think, needs to come from what is the practical aspect of the things that I need to implement, and what is the spiritual aspect of what do
Yeah.
I need to be giving
Right.
to God? What is God able to take from me and walk with me through?
Yeah.
And I remember there's a pastor one time. He said people ask him all the time, like, when is it too early or too soon, or when do I talk to my kids about this stuff, about pornography, about sexual sin, about lust? And he was like, well, how old are your kids? And she was like, my kid is 3. And he was like, well, it starts now. And she's like, I'm going to talk to my kid. That's way too mature for my kid. And he's like, no. He was like, it has nothing to do with the actual physical, tangible thing. I've seen earlier, your kid said, Mommy, I want candy. You said no. The kid kept begging and you gave it to him, which means you are teaching your child now when they
Yeah.
want something, they can have it, right?
Yeah.
You need to start learning at the earliest age possible. So for parents, you start teaching your kids there are just desires we need to abstain from.
Yeah.
Some forever
yeah.
and some temporarily, right?
Yeah.
If I'm in a place and I'm hungry, sometimes I need to wait to eat until the next
Yeah.
thing, right? Or if there are certain foods that I want that I can't have, I need
Yeah.
to learn abstinence from any kind of thing.
Yep.
This is a mental discipline. And that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. When you're saying you're looking at porn and you're thinking you'll be able to just stop, the actual issue is that you are training your brain to give yourself what you want in the moment that you want it.
Yeah.
That is what's destructive.
Yeah.
And that's why this applies to things across the board in your life, to spending habits,
Yeah.
to dietary habits.
Yeah. It's about redefining those neurological pathways. I mean, because that's what happens.
Yeah.
The more and more that you continue in one behavior, it creates a literal pathway in your brain. And to get to A to Z, you go through that same path, the same path, the same
Yeah.
path. And so it's, what folks just have to do is like, all right, what do I need to do to trick this algorithm? What do I need to do to do this, go a different pathway? And that's where discipline comes in.
Yeah.
Discipline's like, this is gonna sound insensitive, but I don't mean it to sound
Right.
insensitive. It was like, stop it.
Yeah.
Put things in your life that
Yeah.
you are just not doing it. Right.
Yeah.
Well, I can't. Well, I do it alone. All right. Well, will you do it if I knew that you were looking at porn on your phone?
Yeah.
Well, no. Okay, then. All right. So let's download Covenant Eyes on your phone or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then let me be an administrator with it, and I can have access to all of that stuff. Well, I don't know about that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. So, do you really want out?
And I know we've talked about this before, but it comes also to this place of like needing to be willing to talk about it and involving people in
Say
your struggle, right?
Yeah.
This is not just a matter of I have a thing, now I realize it's wrong, so I'm just going to stop. Like
Yeah.
we need people
Beautiful.
and that comes through vulnerability
Yes.
and openness.
And I think desperation.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you need to be desperate, and
Desperation.
you need to get to a place where you're like, I love the scripture. I just read it last night. Was it says, "Keep yourself pure, and God will make you a special utensil for every good work."
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
this is not only is it just ruining you and your relationships, right? But it's you ruining your relationship with the Lord, and like He's calling us all to purity.
Yeah.
And so like that, I mean, you can't like force someone to choose that,
Right.
but like taking extreme measures, like he was saying, like, okay, then I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna be accountable. You're gonna be accountable to me, and I'm gonna make sure you don't get on that.
Yeah,
And like that's the kind of stuff the steps you have to take if you really
Yeah.
want freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can have that freedom.
Yeah,
I
you
think
can
that's the
have
thing,
that
is there's
freedom.
hope.
Heck
Like
yeah.
it is available. You just
Yeah.
have to want it, but you can't want it by means of God's magic wand and being like, poof, now it's
Yeah.
gone, right? Like
No,
you
it's
need
more.
to go through the action steps. You need to open up. You need to share your life with people.
Yeah.
It's true.
There's practical application to the things you want. And think about this. We do this with anything else we want.
Yeah.
If I'm hungry in the middle of the night, like, man, I'm hungry. You will get in your car, right? Like, you might not get out of your bed to read your Bible, but you'll get out of your bed to go to Taco Bell. Like, seriously. Like, if,
Yeah.
like, you might, sometimes I don't even feel like getting up to go pee, right? I don't even like getting up to go to the bathroom. But when you're hungry,
true.
you're kicking the sheets off, you're going out, you're bundling up. If it's cold
Yeah.
outside, you
Yeah.
will make sacrifices for the things that are valuable to you,
Yeah.
right? You will hide, you will run, you will
Yeah.
spend, you
Said
will
it.
work, you will do anything to get the
Yeah.
thing that you desire when it's actually the
Yeah.
thing you
So
desire.
This was years ago. I was supposed to be linking up like with my mentor every whatever morning it was at 5 a.m. And so I was creating so many excuses of why I didn't come to this one and this one and this one. And I thought like I charmed my way out of it. And one day my mentor, who I love like crazy, he pulled me to the side. He's like, "Rich, what you care about, you would make time for."
So
Man.
And
Yeah.
I apply that
That's
today,
a gut punch, 'cause-
right?
Yeah.
And so, but and think about that even when doing something that's sinful.
yeah.
And like you care, what you care about, you would make time for. Do I care about pornography? Like right now, like I care about it. Do I cherish it? Do I desire it? You know, is it bringing me like fulfillment? Am I carving my way out of the many things I could be doing of serving God and serving my brothers and sisters? I'm taking this time to objectify this person, and no matter what they're going through, because we don't know, like, you know, like, oh, they're actors, they're blah blah whatever.
No, most are trafficked actually.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
exactly. But we block that completely
block
out.
it out.
We don't want to think about
Just
that.
that.
And we're like, no, I do this. And the moment you actually stop as a saint and to critically think about it,
So
that
good.
is one of the biggest deterrents to any sin. Oh,
Well, it's training your
Wow.
brain to not only think in the perspective of instant gratification, but what are the
Yeah.
long-term ramifications of this, right? Which I
Boom.
think was
Yeah.
one of the hardest disciplines as humans to
Yeah.
create, which is not only think about how this satisfies me and affects me now, but what does this mean long term?
Yeah.
Because we're not in the long term. I'm in the now. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
make more decisions based off of what I feel in this moment.
Yeah.
It's so hard. But again, it's a thing that takes practice. You start putting these things into
Yeah.
play, start putting this
But
into practice.
I think that initial like you can be like set free. So I think the spiritual aspect is like you can actually be set free through prayer, like confessing this, saying you don't want to partner with this thing anymore, and like there's freedom there. But then, like you said, walking it out, I think that's where it takes that discipline of like keeping that door shut and
Yeah.
not opening that back up.
Yeah.
Because once you open it up,
My
you're
goodness.
Yeah.
stuck again.
Yeah.
Like,
And I'm not talking about discipline as far as doing stuff in your own strength. I'm talking about discipline that comes through practically walking out, creating accountability, setting
Right.
up time to pray with people. I mean, at the end of the day, we can cast stuff out all day long, but like we in our flesh have temptations, right?
Yeah,
and I think
yeah.
once you kind of experience a freedom from that thing, you now have to set up structures to stay free,
Yes.
right? Because when that temptation comes, not if it comes, when it comes, what are you going to do?
Right.
You need to have systems in play to make sure you not only get free, but
Yeah.
stay free, right?
Yeah.
And in your mind, you're like, well, I have nothing. I have no one. I'm going to go right back. So a man that God sets up so many things. Like he
Yeah.
sets up church. He sets
Yeah.
up community.
Yes.
He gives you disciplines. He gives you his word. He gives you everything
Yeah.
so you can
Yeah.
stay free.
Yeah.
You know, it's for freedom that Christ has set us free.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
We
I
don't go
love-
right back to bondage.
so much your ministry, your church, because you partner with a ministry that like really, I mean, they
Yes.
they specialize in like deliverance, freedom ministry. It's called
Yeah.
Redeeming.
Redeeming freedom.
Yeah, and I
Redeeming
think
freedom
that's
ministry.
so
Beautiful ministry.
important.
Yeah.
To be partnered with people like that.
No, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Absolutely.
So first time we moved in. Me and my wife moved into our first apartment together. That was my first. I thought, pornography was gone, donzo, whatever. I'm good. I had my wife by my side, well, girlfriend at the time by my side, and I'm not going to have thoughts or anything about it. One night, we're in bed, we're sleeping side by side. She's facing that direction, I'm facing that way. I have thoughts again in my head. Got thoughts, pulled out my phone, pulled it up. I tried to play it off to where like nothing happened. But she knows exactly what happened, and she calls me out on it. She gets super mad. I thought I lost her for good, but she has so much hope in me that I'm going to get better. I'm going to do so much better in everything. And that's what happened. Like, she forgave me for that. And I think that same year, I think it was 2023, I got baptized at my church that we were going to in May of 2023. And I just needed to get purified in the name of God. Just to get everything just thrown over my shoulder. I don't need anything like this, never going to happen again. And so I really felt like, I'm done. After the baptism and everything, I did really good. I was trying to do better. We're in marriage counseling too as well. And I didn't do anything for a while. And then we had the opportunity to move out here to Branson. And it happened again. Like the next day or probably that same night, she kept asking questions and she knew that I did it. That same situation is just like the first time. And so it's just very hard to look at me as a human, as a son of God, doing these things to hurt my person I love the most. And I love her truly.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to explain my love to her when I'm doing this when she's not paying attention. Like, that should not be the case at all. I should not be like hurting my spouse because that's not okay. And so it took me a long time to realize that. And I hated talking about it because I always felt like the worst person in the world. And I feel like if I say anything to anyone, like, they're just gonna belittle me. Like, I'm not gonna be important to them. They're not gonna do anything to help me. They're just not gonna want to be part of my life anymore.
Yeah.
And so after
it's that feeling again of condemnation, which makes you feel like you have to hide, which makes you feel like you need to do it yourself, which then keeps you in a space of prolonging your freedom because you are staying silent.
Yeah. There's a couple scriptures that kind of spoke out to me yesterday. So I had to read, I had to do some notes last night that really like spoke to me. So the first one is Isaiah 43:2. When you go through deep waters, I will be with you. Like, literally, that's how I feel throughout the whole like situation. Like, you literally are in deep waters. Like, you can't get out.
Yeah.
And all you need to know is that, this is when I get emotional, that God is going to be with you, like, no matter what. Like, he's always there. Like, always. But, like, in the moment, you're in deep water, so you're not thinking about anything else.
Yeah.
Because you're stuck. But there's a way to get you lifted up, and you can get away from everything that you've gone through. And so that's kind of been, that really hit home.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy how simple something can be and feel and seem, but when it's real, when it matters, it's like when you said all the way back to when you were in Sunday school, right? You're going to church.
Yeah.
These things, they're just kind of in one ear and out the other. But when you really start recognizing the depth and the importance of this stuff, I mean, and I love the next part right after that. It says, when you go through deep waters, I'll be with you. And then it says, when you go through rivers of difficulty, you will not drown.
Yeah.
And gosh, the hope in these words when you need it, right? Like, you can read this and blow over it.
When you walk through the fire of oppression, this is oppression. Like, you just, it's
That's really, really cool, bro. That's super powerful.
Pull Matthew 8:16 up.
Yep.
When evening came, many who were demon-possessed were brought to him, and he drove out the spirits with a word and healed all the sick.
That's what I'm talking about.
And
This
is
a spirit, and now you're mixing it with the spirit of addiction when you're opening these doors. And not sometimes you didn't even choose that. Like there are things passed down generationally, and until you deal with that and cast that thing out, like, you will be oppressed, and God will be with you. He's never going to leave you. But there's a way out, and I'm telling you, you have to get desperate enough. I got to that same place where I was desperate for freedom, and I reached out to a ministry like redeeming freedom. It was
Yeah.
out of Virginia Beach, and I went through this whole session of just like going to the root of where this door opened in my life,
Yeah.
and dealing with it, and
Yeah.
that's the way to be free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it starts with being desperate and then
Yeah.
vulnerable and reaching out to people and
Yeah.
figuring this thing out.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a willingness to say,
You
this is
have
part
to
of my
do
life,
it.
right?
Literally.
And it
You
needs to not be
literally-
part of my
Yes,
life.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to
Yes.
do it alone.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
encouragement is that you don't have to,
Yeah.
right? Like,
You don't
it's not
have
just
to.
like, I'm not sure about doing. No, you don't have to do it alone. There
Right.
are
Yeah.
people. I promise you. I don't even know you. Whoever's watching this
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
I promise you, there is a church
Yes.
Yeah.
within 15 minutes of where you live.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who cares?
Yes.
Where someone
Yeah.
is going to want to be a part
Yeah.
of your struggle, your addiction, whatever
Yeah.
it is,
Yes.
whatever it is you're going
Yeah.
through. They want to walk with you through this.
Yeah.
You aren't alone. You don't have to do it alone.
Yeah.
And if they don't believe that
Yeah.
you need to find a new church.
No, literally. Yeah. Facts.
Yeah, if you can't
Because
talk
you
about this,
can
and you
be
can't bring
free.
this in.
Yes,
Yeah.
that, you said
Yeah.
it, free, boom. And even when people are like, yeah, there is a community I can go to, they don't necessarily believe that they can actually be healed from it and set absolutely free,
Yeah.
completely
Yeah.
delivered from that
Yeah.
spear. They may
Yeah.
think like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna constantly struggle with it. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
have somebody with me in the struggle. What if you actually believe that you won't necessarily have
Yeah.
to struggle because
Yeah.
you can
Amen.
actually be delivered?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or just do whatever necessary steps you need to so you can experience
So good.
deliverance.
So good,
from it.
dude.
Yeah, there's like no matter like what you're going through, like how far you go down, like into the trenches, like God's gonna be there to lift
Yeah.
you back up and
Yeah.
make you that much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, through all this pain and sorrow, and a lot of more knowledge came to my head. I've never felt more alive than I have ever before. Like, it's crazy how long it took me to realize like what I'm doing, and I never realized that, and I didn't know who to talk to about it at all. And thankfully, like when the last time that it happened, I'm not thankful that it happened,
Yeah.
but I'm happy that I had a support to where I can go somewhere and talk about it. Like, I thank you guys, you Dustin and Carrie, for bringing me into your house and literally like telling me like you're gonna be okay, you're gonna be fine. Like when y'all prayed over me before I went to bed that one night, like I literally haven't felt prayer so powerful ever before in my life. Like I felt like something like came out of me,
Mm,
and it literally
so good.
that's what happened.
Yeah.
So awesome.
That's what happened, and it's crazy. Sorry.
No, it's so real.
Freedom.
No, we love you.
This
bro.
is gonna break chains for other people.
No, and that's the
You
that's
being
the goal.
vulnerable right
And
now.
I never thought I would be able to like share like something like this ever, especially when I did it to my wife over there that I truly love, and I love you so much. And I'm glad she's been through my side, like through the whole process. Sorry.
Good, bro.
Good wife. But you're a
Ugh.
great
Our
husband.
patient wife.
Yeah. It's very hard for me to open up about anything, like whether I am super close to you or not, because I just feel like it's just gonna be like I'm just gonna get like just pushed to the curb or whatever. That's how I feel like my whole life has been, and that's why I never open up to anyone. But being able to have a support system for anything, no matter what you're doing, is the best thing that I could
Yeah.
ever ask for. And so it's been like it's just been so much better, and I think she realized like how much better I've been doing too. That's all that matters to me
Yeah.
at this point, because I've been I've been a disappointment for a very long time, and it takes me a lot longer to learn certain things and how to do certain things, and I'm sorry. Like I always tell my wife, like I'm so sorry that I'm just slower at things, and being able to read my devotions on a daily basis and try to get my life to where it needs to be, which is yes, me and my wife, but God's the center of our
Yeah.
marriage.
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
matter
yeah,
what.
yeah.
And it
Come
took
on.
me a long time to realize that.
Wow.
I just want to rebuke something in the mighty name of Jesus. Cameras on or cameras off, brother. You said that you were a disappointment your whole life.
That is not true.
That is not true. You
Amen.
have always, before you were even created, you were massively loved
Yeah.
by the creator of the universe. The Bible says that you are fearfully and wonderfully made,
Mm.
Matt.
Yeah.
The Bible says that you are the apple
Amen. Let's
of
go.
his eye. He knitted you together in your mother's womb. Do you know? Which means that he intricately, if I'm saying the right word, developed you, created you. You were made in his own image.
Yeah.
And then he's like, of anybody I'm going to die for, I'm going to die for him.
Yeah.
You were never a disappointment at all.
Yeah.
And I know you know that, but I just want to speak life into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's cool you
And,
said that. I literally just felt the same thing, bro, to declare not only that, but then even further, man, that not only are you not a disappointment, but that you are a leader,
Yeah.
bro. And you're a leader because, and again, we've talked about this before, but when there is a thing that rises up, you said, only Jesus can fix this.
Yeah.
I want what he wants for me.
Yeah.
Where do I go?
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys have been plugging in more than ever. You guys have been coming on. You've been encouragement to us. You've been helping lift our arms with stuff with our family and planning stuff. And dude, I could not be more grateful for you as a friend. And along with that, you're not a disappointment.
Yeah.
You've become one of the best friends ever, bro. And
Yeah.
to get to do life with you guys is amazing. And here's the thing, that's not based off of your performance. That's based off of your heart to say, hey, I want to show up.
Yeah.
And I might not do it right all the time, and I might not do it great, but like I want to show up.
That's what I felt too, was like leaders go first.
Yeah.
And you chose to be vulnerable and transparent.
Boom.
And the Bible says, again, confess your sins to one another and you
Yeah.
will be healed.
Yeah.
That's why you felt that release and that shame break off
Yeah.
and something leave, because you were vulnerable.
Yes, come on.
And you
Yeah.
confessed. And that's a leader. And like God is going to use every mistake you've ever made, all the pain you've been through, to bring freedom and break chains for other people. And that's the
Amen.
whole point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
It's possible, man. Like anyone who's like watching it, it's hard to get through any sort of addiction or whatever.
You need to reach out for help. You need to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
You need to start reading the Bible again. You need to watch a podcast about men who are going through the same situation. And to him, it was like, he would tell me what I want to hear and be like, yeah, okay, like I'll do that. But then he wouldn't. And I think it was just because it was such a, like it was so engraved in his brain that like he had to take that step to himself and tell himself like God wants me to do this. Like I have to do this. Because
So literally, I've been in shackles, like just and trying to rip them apart, but like they weren't budging at all, and like the devil had a hold on me, but not anymore. And now Jesus' blood is
Capital
literally
HAD.
now Jesus' blood has set me free. Like he died on the cross for us. Confess, like literally, he died on the cross for a reason. He went in the tomb. Everyone thought he was dead, and he came back to life. Like he came back alive, like better than ever. And that's literally how I feel. Like I feel like I went to the grave,
Wow.
Yeah.
and I rose again.
Let's go,
And like
bro.
I'm just set free. Like from like I'm still gonna mess up. I'm still gonna make mistakes, but I know what I'm doing. I know how to have conversation now when I need it the most. If it wasn't for you guys, again, I don't think we would even be together right now. I'm not even gonna lie. I think we would be divorced.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't for you guys talking to me, or me and you having a one-on-one conversation, or Carrie having a one-on-one conversation with my wife, like we wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
But we are here because of you, and y'all showed us the way, like literally the way, truth, and the light. Like you showed us that way.
Well, this is my challenge to you, bro. It's not like we have something magical, right? We've just been shown that same grace, that same mercy, that same.
Those who've been
same-
forgiven from much
Yeah.
love.
Yeah, and so we've gotten grace from other people. We've had people walk with us through anger and my broken motives, my double-mindedness, like all these things. And the best thing that we can do is extend that same thing to other people.
Yeah.
And so my challenge to
Yep.
you now, bro, is to find those people in your life to extend that same thing. This is what God calls us to do. We didn't do this because we're not more special than anybody, right? It's not like we did a thing. All we're doing is putting into practice the things that we read in the Bible, right? We read scripture, we believe it, so we do it.
Yeah.
And I really think it's just that simple. We need to believe what we say we believe. We need to believe what we're reading. We need to believe what we know about God, and then we need to walk that out. And you have that same ability. And for anyone else struggling in addiction, anyone else struggling with any kind of thing, God is calling us to rise up and to be who he's called us to be, the fullness of who he wants us to be.
Pressing.
And so, bro, just please know, like, we love you. There's nothing special about us. You made the choice to come forward to fix this thing. A couple of things I would say, if anybody's wanting to get free from anything, confess it, find community, be willing to do the hard thing. And also, If you're ever like, man, my husband's up to something. If he ever tells you, I was out with my friends playing hide and go seek, just know he's probably lying.
My dog ate my homework.
Yeah.
But dude, we love you, bro. Seriously.
we love
Thank
y'all
you
too,
for sharing.
man.
Thanks for being vulnerable,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Of
being
course.
awesome, Anna.
Yes.
So check the description of this video. I'm gonna look right at the camera. I don't ever do this. Check the description. This feels so weird. It's not that kind of podcast. Check the description of this video, and we will add links to just resources.
Yeah.
Different things like this, especially in the area of pornography. We'll
Yeah.
definitely add some stuff on here. Thank you, bro. Seriously, this was seriously awesome.
Yes.